Hey, welcome back to Old Iron Acres. Today, we're gonna paint the property blue. So I don't know about everyone else out there, but our gravel driveway keeps getting encroached on by grass. And so it's time to use a little bit of spray. I think it'll just make the place look a lot nicer without all this grass in the rock. Believe it or not, this whole area over here is rock, but it looks like a golf course with grass. And I want my rock driveway back so people know where to drive and how to turn around. So, in fighting to keep the farm looking nice, gotta get rid of all this grass growing up in all the nooks and crannies. The grass growing up in the driveway is just too much to control, and weed whacking just doesn't do it. I gotta kill it. Today I'm gonna use my sprayer and get some chemicals on here to kill the grass in the driveway. And I might even try to get rid of some of these plants that I don't want. So I just took out some trash, and it looks like in the back of the gate I've got some visitors. The mice are leaving me presents. Gonna have to do something about that. All right, so here's today's setup. I'm gonna be using a Fimco sprayer. It's a 15-gallon, and I'm gonna be putting some Makaze in along with some Freek'in laser blue dye. So that's what I mean by painting the property blue. That's just a tracer so I can see where I've been spraying if you've ever done this before. This is not one of my favorite things. I'm not a big fan of using the chemicals on the property, but I realize I just can't get to everything, and it's a very important part of property maintenance. So we are gonna use a red Solo cup, but it's not for a party. And that is my measuring device to measure out the Makaze, the laser blue tracer. Use a splash of that in there for coloring. And here's the sprayer. It hooks up to a beautiful quick connect battery. And we have a good old power switch over here on the gator. I'm gonna throw some of my gloves on for chemicals. And it's got a nice long hose, probably about 15 feet, with a good solid sprayer, and twist the nozzle at the end here, and it will adjust how much is coming out and what kind of a spray pattern, tight or wide. So we'll be playing with that a little bit as we go, but we'll be just driving and spraying the chemicals, trying to get rid of grass and everything. Now, Makaze is a total kill, so it takes out grass and any other small plants. I don't know what that is. A little bug is in there and doesn't want to come out. There we go, got it. Okay, so now dry my hands off a touch, get some gloves on, like these Amazon special box of gloves. These are Greenwork gloves, 8mm green extra thick nitrile with the diamond pattern. Yeah, they're pretty good so far. We'll see how long it takes me to go through a box of them though. Of course, it doesn't help when your hand's wet. Doctor. I was using some cheaper gloves, but they kept ripping like immediately. Happy to have heavier gloves. Here we go with the Makaze. I bought it last year or the year before, still going through it. I'm gonna make a guess that the red Solo cup is 12 ounces. It's a Kirkland special. So we're gonna go 12 ounces twice, and then try to put 12 gallons in. That'll put me right around 2 ounces per gallon. This is kind of thick like honey. This is a little hard to pour out of here, but I'll give it a shot on camera. It is, it's got a lot of bubbles, like a beer. I don't know if you can see all the bubbles floating through there. Anyway, it's going in. So let's make 12 gallons first. Now, when I bought this, I wrote over on the edge, there it is. It had gallon markings here, but I took a little pen and highlighted them so I could see them better. So we're gonna shoot for about 12 gallons. I think that's a good spot to start. Let's get the water. Here we go. Try to mix it around, get it to mix with the water well. I'm gonna change from a jet to just full. There we go, just a good spray of water. I'll leave that like that. So this is our Freek'in Laser blue spray pattern indicator. So I know they tell you to do so much, but they're selling product. I just add a little splash to give it some color. It's a little over an ounce. We'll see what that does. Amazing that I didn't get it all over the gator like usual. I think that 1 ounce is more than enough, as you can tell by the deep blue color. Gonna go get some of this, the blue dye that dripped on it off. So we're at 5 gallons so far. Whoops. Gotta watch what I'm doing. There, I cleaned the screen back off so you can see what's going on. That's how it is when you break out the hose. Water goes everywhere, right? 7. This stuff's pretty foamy, and I definitely used too much of the dye. Using the spray kills down some of the foam better here. Gonna let that sit a minute. Get some of that mouse poop out of the back here while I wait. Three gallons to go. So while we wait for that, this is the 15-gallon LG 15 EC, and it's by Fimco Industries. It's got a nice pump on it. So far, I like the sprayer. It's been pretty good. One of the things that we're gonna take care of is around my watering post. You can't even see, there's a splash stone right in the front that we put a bucket on, but you can't even see it around that in the post. And then we've got more driveway with clover or something growing in the middle. So we'd like to clean all that up, clean the edges, kill all this. We're gonna be painting a lot. Get around the post here, make it easier for the zero turn to get around it and make it look nice and clean. And we got some future lumber buckets here. Here we go again. Little over a gallon. Anyone know how to keep that foam down while filling the spray tank? This is gonna take a little bit if I have to keep waiting for the foam to die down. All right, so we made it to 12, which means 2 ounces. It's supposed to be 2.5. I hope I'm not being too stingy, but I think we'll do fine. I'll give that a little push, make sure it's in, it fits, get the gate up. Come over, flip our power switch on. Oh, I heard a little fart noise back here, and we'll give it a test right here, see what our spray pattern is. We're also looking for some blue. There we go, now I got blue. I thought it would be more blue, but that's all right, it's enough. All right, here we go. And I gotta figure out how to mount the camera. I haven't done this one before. I gotta figure out how to mount the camera for you guys. So I've never done that shot before. Here we go. Let's get to painting the property blue. Missed it. This is good warm up here. It's a little funny driving and spraying at the same time. So, I actually think I didn't use enough blue. It's hard to see. Works well on the pavement. I wouldn't mind if all of this disappeared. That was pretty good, but I've used almost 12 gallons. Now I got decisions on how to finish this before filling to go to the next big area. Well, I'd say that went pretty well so far. I'm gonna do a little bit more, but might use a little more of the laser next time. Laser! Because it's cool to say. Just to help see what's sprayed and what isn't. In the grass, it's harder to see, but it's a perfect amount. On asphalt, it gives it just a blue tinge. Appreciate you watching. I'll probably have some results, I hope, in a few days. Well, the driveway's painted blue. Smurf rocks. Just gotta wait for the chemicals to work and kill the grass out, dry it out, and we should be back to rock. And I'll be happy, the wife will be happy, people will know where to park, life will be good. In the future, I think maybe having a larger tank, like a tow-behind unit that has the broadcast sprayers that spread out so you can pull it behind and spray an entire road at once, might be more efficient and effective at spraying the grass here. It was a real challenge driving so much. This also might allow you to spray the driveway in one pass. It would also be easier to mix up all the chemicals at one time. I also called this product Makaze, but when I called to ask, they told me that the name of the product was Makaze. Please, if this is of any help to you, smash that like button, hit subscribe, come back and see us again. Follow all the fun that we have here on Old Iron Acres. So this is kind of the first time I've had batteries die on cameras. I was out here for many hours spraying. 75 to 80 gallons is my estimate of what I put on the property. And I'll give you an update soon. See you on the next one. How are you? Staying cool?
You making a mess?
I am. Blue messes.